It's 14th of July. My refugee daughter wrote to me a few days ago. She has COVID. She feels terrible, but there is no particular danger. She is in one of the most developed countries in the world under the supervision of doctors with all the necessary medicines. She is only afraid that she will not have time to recover before the planned date of departure home. We in Ukraine have already forgotten what COVID is. In one of the formations at the front, a military doctor tried to remember the last time he diagnosed someone with COVID, and it turned out that it was before the war. We currently do not have any quarantine restrictions. No one wears masks. No one observes social distance either. Although, of course, the disease has not gone anywhere. People continue to get sick and die from COVID every day, but mostly it happens in the rear. I suspect that I myself had been ill with this disease a few weeks ago when I was on leave in Kiev. I collapsed when I came home with a high fever, a terrible headache, and other symptoms of COVID. I collapsed on the very first day of the vacation, as soon as I got home from the front, not a day earlier, not a day later. I left back a few days later, still completely broken, but the proximity to the front quickly mobilized the body and all the symptoms disappeared after a couple of days. According to official data, more than 108,000 people died from COVID in Ukraine. This is a horrendous number and a terrible disease. But there is something even more terrible. While I was writing this podcast, Russia fired missiles at 2 Ukrainian cities and killed many Ukrainian civilians, including very young children. This is not done by a virus programmed by nature to destroy, not by a natural cataclysm. This is done by people who simply decided that they could kill other people, that they have the right to invade a foreign country and bomb our cities. And there are a lot of these people. At the very least, there are almost no voices against the killing of Ukrainians from Russia. Society, army, business, diplomats, they all support the war, or at least do not protest against it. Wherever you live, in Europe, in the Americas, in Asia, in Africa, Australia or New Zealand, you should know that somewhere near you there are people who support the war and help the genocide. Russian ambassadors and other embassy employers, businessmen and their employees. They live next to you, pretend to be decent people, but in fact they are more dangerous and ruthless than any virus. If these Russians are not ready to condemn the monstrous crimes that their country is committing, then they have nothing to do in free countries. Just imagine that people who live next to you, go to the same shops with you, walk along the same streets as you. These people are openly proud of their involvement in the Holocaust, apartheid, or the September 11 attacks. It's unimaginable. But Russians who openly support the genocide of Ukrainians continue to live peacefully among you.